the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Returner trying to create good field position. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense comes on the field first today. So here we are, the semifinal stage, the final four teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure, and now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship. I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch, breaks a tackle on the play, and makes a decent gain.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, it's a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Try and muscle for the first down. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a fourth down.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it in the opening drive from their own territory. Trying for a fourth down completion. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Nice solid run here by this back. Doing a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And the Rebels come to the line with first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Ole Miss, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Miami's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Powering through the defender. And he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into open space. Has the first down and more. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Timeout called by the defense. They go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. As they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first down, it's play action. He bought some time, now lets it go. It's a quick grab. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out.
A deep shot to the right. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Important second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They got him down out near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. It's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the winner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call it. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look, just a short gain on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Just a few seconds left in the first quarter of this playoff game. Time for one more play. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the grab on the move. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door for the first and goal. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Rebels looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Looking right, this one caught. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Rebels. So with playoff pressure for him, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quick throw to the left. They tackle him at the 38, and solid gain. Nice play there.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Works left and finds his target there. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from the slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Good throw, the catch is made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
And finally stop and block. That gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Third and goal, will try to run it in. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Mid kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Makes a quick grab. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The receiver goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down.
I understand the offense going to the quick slant, especially when you have a receiver that can do some damage after the catch. Pretty good job here by this defense not allowing that to happen.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Creative running there. He make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and drive keeps going.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Catch made on the out route. You stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the +43.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Rebels are going to cash in here in the red zone. They'll run it here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Rebels line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's an out catch made. They make the tackle, but not before. A solid gain on that pass. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And he'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The back's got it. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8. Here we go, 1st and go. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Looking to throw here. The receiver grabs it. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for 6. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He went out of bounds, but a crucial interception here in a tight game. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it in the open. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The ball is caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. What an amazing comeback here. Now just a brilliant game for this quarterback. With a spot and the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Play action here on 1st down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. 1st down and 10 now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. The Hurricanes line it up with 1st and goal.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. He stopped Matt at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's the drive start. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A play action, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Finding space at the 20. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
After a disastrous first down play, they're back up on 2nd and goal. Punt over the middle. It's Savage. And he's brought down there.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
You're talking about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. And he's looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw it. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Running out of time in the pocket. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the 3rd quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to throw yet again. Looking for his back. Pulls it in. It's Savage. That play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. He shrinks the tackle. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm helped him to a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 3rd down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Kicking team out for the PAT drive. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting close to the midfield. And the Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback has over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
But the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Lets it go quickly. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offense. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Second down after that previous play. Snap, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Good enough for the first down with a 37.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Playoff teams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Chewing clock with the running game. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. The offense, they keep away to secure the victory. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. The Hurricanes will have to punt this one away. And they've got the returner corralled. Rebels offense is back out on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Contact as he let the ball go. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. And the offense step up. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the outback. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Over the middle. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? The short completion of the tight end. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Rebels will line up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the left side. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone. The defense holds to wrap up the victory. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys have done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this.